I had a very artist moment a few minutes ago, and I just uploaded that I was going to continue working on the chimp that we started on Thursday, but I just can't. I changed my mind. There was something about the face that wasn't working, and I didn't want to spend this whole time correcting. I wanted to really show the drawing process, and I decided to put it away for now and see if I'll revisit it later. But I wanted to kind of start all over from the beginning, and I had just yesterday was cleaning out my studio, and I found this photo that I took at the LA Zoo maybe 10 years ago. And I used to have this really great camera and go to the zoo and shoot the animals for my drawings. And then I started having, moral issues with the caged animals. And this was the last time that I visited the zoo, was when this chimp came up. And I was taking a picture through the glass, and he just came up and stared me right in the eyes. You could see the photo. And I knew he was just saying, like, get me out of here, and it broke my heart, and I wasn't able to go back to the zoo ever again. And I wanted to draw this chimp today. So let's draw this chimp, and maybe we'll go back to the other chimp, and maybe not, but let's dedicate a couple days to revisiting this guy. And I'm gonna put, let me see if I can fit this bolt on. I want to draw this specific chimp, so I usually don't have reference right next to me. I usually lightly look at reference, look away, but because I want to pay tribute to this particular chimp, and chimps are like people, they have very distinct features, I want to draw this chimp that looked me right in the eyes and right into my soul and made me realize what was going on. And I'm going to put it right here, and I'm just going to start sketching. So if you have any questions, feel free, but this is kind of a great way to show from reference material to the drawing. And again, it's not usually how I draw. This is kind of restrictive because what I'm doing is I'm really going to try to make it look exactly like this chimp. But because this individual I want to capture, I'm going to do that. And it's my photograph as well. I took this photo. So here we go. Really light placement, sketches. You might see in the background I've got another baby here with me. Lilo, come here. Come here. I'll show you Lilo. I'm dog sitting for a friend for a couple days because she's so cute. Come here, baby. Come say hi. Come say hi. Oh, here she comes. Okay, this is Lilo. Isn't she adorable? I get her for the next couple days. Say hi, Lilo. Oh, you're your baby. You're your baby. Okay, I'll let her go. So I've got, she loves everybody. Both my dogs and the cats. She's a great little dog. They're all asleep though. Lilo, go lay with the others. My boys are on the couch and Lilo was hanging by me. You're such a good girl. She's a people dog. She doesn't have any other dogs at home, so she tends to go where I go. Where my dogs are, believe it or not, slightly more independent, and they go and sit together. She's gonna cruise right here with me. She's so cute. And I might be interrupted, we'll see, with some kittens. And a friend was going to bring her over on her lunch break. They help with Kitten Rescue LA, and they get a lot of kids, kitten season, and we help socialize kittens sometimes. So we go through fosters, and we're going to take these kittens for the next couple days in and out and help socialize them, because we have a house full of hey, good morning. Yes, I did say kittens. Soon, I don't know, she's gonna come over on her lunch break, I'm not sure, and drop off 2 5 or 6 week old little kittens to socialize. And I don't know too much about them. They're semi-feral, which means they definitely need, those are the ones that you gotta like put in your pockets and carry them around to get them like kind of a fast track to socializing. But they're still really young, so it'll totally be fine. Here we go. This feels like the angle of this camera. Here we go. I want you to see. Oh, thank you, Kiki Cat. I was saying earlier that this is a photo I took at the zoo probably 10 years ago of this chimp in the enclosure, and it was the last time I was able to actually go to the zoo, because we just had a, you know, when I looked into the chimp's eyes, I just was like, you're right, like I just can't participate in any of this anymore. I get the reasons, and I get people need to see what they're saving, but me personally just can't find any kind of enjoyment out of captivity anymore. And so this is my non-committal way of sketching. I'm still using the Q-tip with a little bit of dust over here. See that? Yes, I did. So over here, let me see if I can, right there. I wonder if I can actually, I think I can actually leave it kind of so you can see. So super high tech. It's just me like getting a 6B and doing that, and then rubbing the Q-tip on it. There we go. I kind of like this stage because it's almost cartoony. And I love how drawings like progress from this into like the really tight renderings. It's always fun to now I'm just kind of coloring in the shadows. And this is not great lighting. Like this is not an ideal photo to draw from. It's kind of all washed out on one side. So that's the, you know, that's the part that I need to correct it when I draw and kind of adjust for that. Now I'm just kind of like, there. And then it's just gonna keep doing this for a while. Kind of, now I'm looking at this and I'm like, ooh, that goes in way too far. Let's pop that out again. This is very me too. I tend to work one side and not the other. Even when I'm sketching, which is funny, it doesn't really make much sense. I'm going to try to force myself to put some tone down on this side as well. Isn't that funny? It doesn't look like much. Put my, found a tangle of earphones so I can listen to some music. I know there's a better way of doing this, and I do have earbuds. I just cannot for the life of me remember where I put them. They're probably, I've been working in my new studio, which is super awesome, even though there's stuff everywhere, but I'm working on a wall in there, so it's probably in there, been in there most of the time. This is the last thing that hasn't been moved in the back now, is my little setup here in our living room. But we're having a hard time finishing the job because of some incidents that happened and some repair work that needs to be done before I can totally move in, so we'll see. I'll get in there eventually, all my stuff. But it would kind of be sad because I like working in here with all the animals. And even though they don't do much, it's just nice to have the company. The new studio is semi up and running. It is, I'm using a wall on one of my big drawings right now, but everything else is kind of on hold until some repairs are done and the storage is put in for my tubes, because I have so many tubes and storage tubes and paper tubes that you can't get across the floor right now, but soon. By soon, I mean artist soon, which means it could be months, but I'll get there. Okay. Let's do just a little bit more tone, and then I think I'm ready to get some pencil and eraser in here. Hi Mocap, welcome back. Hello. Thank you. It's good to be back. Trying to get back in a regular schedule. My daughter's back in school next week. So I'm really going to try to stick with my Tuesday, Thursdays. see it kind of coming out a little bit more. Again, because I took this photo, it's pretty crappy, light-wise and all that, but gesture-wise, it's probably one of the favorite photos I've ever taken. And a big pivotal kind of aha moment for the type of person that I've become and that I feel like I really am. I'm gonna leave this side not sketch out too much yet because things are gonna move around a lot. Now if I get, let me see, I want 2B, yeah. I want my 2B. So I'm gonna lightly start, see if you can see this. I don't know why I'm seeing so delicate. I kind of want to soften everything up right now anyway. So I'm just kind of using, you could see how I kind of just used the texture of the glove and just kind of blocked it out. Let's see. Usually start with an eye or a nose, but I'm feeling conflicted right now. Like, what do I want to start with? Let's do this eye. It's got the most amount of kind of tonal work on it. Eye. Yep, the eye. Oh, that's perfect. We're on the same page. I was thinking eye too. I think this is actually really good to draw from this photograph so you can actually see rendering wise kind of the process. Again, creative wise, it's not normally what I do for my drawings, but since this is my photograph and I want to capture this individual chimp, I want to really keep these features as close as I can. The drawing subject matter will change, but I want to draw this specific chimp. I wish I knew its name or if it was a male or a female when I took the photo, but that was over 10 years ago, and I don't even know since I haven't been to a zoo or anything like that in so long. Almost looks like a scar here, so I really want to draw that in. Did you see that? A little scar on, just like we do. They got their scars. Laz. Oh, it's a good idea, Laz. And that works for either gender too. I'm kind of hoping those kittens will show up soon so I can show you the cuties I'll be fostering for a bit. Nothing cuter than little 5-6-week-old kittens showing up. And my big boxer, the sleeping one there, loves them the most. And they love him. They crawl all over him. So this image is one I took at the LA Zoo many years ago. I've been cleaning up my studio and I found this particular drawing. I normally don't use photo reference this intensely, but this is my photo of one of the chimps at the LA Zoo, and it came right up to the glass and literally you could see its hand here. Kind of like, was like looking at me and kind of like tapping at me, and I put my hand up to its hand up, and that was the last time I was able to go to a zoo. It really, they're so smart and they know they're in captivity, and I used to think, okay, well, zoos were a place where people can realize like what it is that we're trying to save, and so, you know, these animals kind of have to take one for the team. But after spending a few minutes with this chimp, I just couldn't participate anymore and was never able to go back to a zoo. So I wanted to draw this particular chimp and really use it. Bob Ross used to have a lot of animals in his house. That's like me. I don't know if you, Mocap, if you joined when I showed you the dog I'm dog sitting here, but I have another dog in here too right now. And soon 2 little foster kittens will be dropped off that are, I think, 5 or 6 weeks old, that I'll be helping socialize before they get adopted. Nothing better than a house full of animals. I was kind of drawing the scar. You can't really see it on this photo because it's not a good quality, and I printed it so long ago on like old printer paper that it's degrading, but this particular chimp has kind of this eyebrow scar that I'm kind of highlighting over here. And of course, I'm acting like a human Photoshop right now, and this is, again, the photograph has lost its details, so I'm kind of imagining I'm putting it in like a lightening filter here, and I'm just kind of lightening up certain areas so that you could see the details, but still staying true to this individual. And try to keep his or her features as accurate as I can. Oh, that's awesome. I'll look that up. If my horse could fit in the house, he would also love to be in here and laying on the couch with the other dogs. And he has tried, but the back door is too small for that monster animal to get in. But he's very much dog-like. Look at how clear this chimp's eyes are, and you can see probably why I was so taken back when he looked at me or she looked at me. You can't see it again, but I remember it, and I can see a little bit of it in here, and I'm really trying to get that feeling across. Like looking past you, almost. It's looking so intently at you. Yeah, I've got a horse, and we used to have Bun. We still miss so much. She was so fun. And when I start streaming from the back, there might be an angle where I can actually, because the garage or my new studio is right next to the horse pen. So there might be a way where you can actually see him, depending on where I set up the camera and stuff in the new studio. Hello? Oh, okay. Okay. Okay, no problem. Okay, bye. Excuse me. That's my mom. Okay, baby? Hi, welcome. That's awesome you're able to join. I'm working on this chimp, and this is a photo that I took about 10 years ago. And I'm really trying to capture all the details of this particular chimp. Oh, you probably can't see what I'm doing, huh? To be aware of that, how I'm drawing here blocks the camera. I still haven't pushed out the darks yet. I'm still just using a 2B. There's a small chance I'm going to move things around just a little bit. So I'm not going to switch to my 6B, even though part of me wants to really show you how dark I can get the pupil here. I'm not going to do it. I'm going to really try to... Oh, thank you. Thank you, Jackson. I love the eyes too. It's my favorite thing. And I really want to push out the darks in there, but I'm trying to be good and wait. Make sure I really like the placement before I do that. But this particular chimp, I still remember the look that he or she gave me when I was last at the zoo, and it was like piercing, and I'm trying to recreate that feeling. So when you look at this, you kind of get that intense gaze. They once, I want to say, I used to get newsletters from the zoo, and they had a list of the chimpanzees that they had, and I sometimes wonder if, using this photo that I took, if I can like figure out which chimp this was. But it was like 10 years ago, and I don't know if this chimp is still there. And I'm not gonna go back there, so. Oh, yeah, that's right. Oh my gosh, yeah, of course. You would know. Yeah, exactly. They're so intelligent, and they can just look at you and you know exactly what they want, or pretty much how they're feeling. Just as expressive as we are. get those calls, sometimes 6, 7 a day. And each time I block it, it's a new number that calls back. So how are you supposed to stop them from calling you a million times a day? Yazzie. Hey, Yazzie. Can you come up here? Want to say hi? Come here. Come here. Come up. No? 1, 2, 3, up. There we go. Oh, good boy. Lilo wants to come up too, huh? Ah! I can't carry both you guys up here. You're itchy. I'm just gonna spend a minute more. Let's see. Somebody got into the cat food for sure. You smell like cat food. Lilo, you wanna come up too? Okay. To share. Lilo, you wanna say hi? Come here. Oh, there's my girl. Oh, there's Lilo. Okay. And then I got Lilo for a minute so she doesn't feel left out. Yeah, she says, hello. Yes. Oh, you're very sweet. You're very sweet. Okay, I'm gonna get going. Take care of these guys. Take care of these guys, and we will start work on this on Thursday. I'm really enjoying this chimp, and I think keep working on this one on Thursday. So thank you so much for joining. I'll be back, and hope you have a fantastic rest of your day. Bye-bye.